Infrastructure and Racial Equality within the Executive Office. I'm here today because within the Executive Office I look after issues associated with asylum seekers and refugees, and whilst I don't lead directly on unaccompanied or separated asylum seeker children, it all feeds into the wider picture in terms of how we support the needs of those who arrive here and how we support social cohesion and integration within our communities. One of the key things for us is ensuring that we can meet the needs of all who arrive here. So many different approaches and so many different issues between different cohorts of people, and it's really useful to hear what all the different agencies and community and voluntary sector organisations are doing to support the integration of those who arrive here and to meet their needs, and how we can use that learning and best practice then to build into our work to deliver our refugee integration strategy and finalise it.
So the key thing for us is we need to understand what's happening in the refugee and asylum process more widely to make sure that government can give a very coordinated approach to meet the needs of any refugee or asylum seeker that arrives here. And although we've developed a draft refugee integration strategy, at the core of that is integration from day one. So it's not when somebody gets their refugee status, which, as has been touched on by our other speakers, can be years when you go through the asylum process. But regardless of if you're an asylum seeker or if you're arriving here as a refugee under a formal resettlement scheme, how do we ensure that their needs are met from the minute that they're here? So my colleagues covered in great detail what happens in terms of the unaccompanied asylum seeker children, and interestingly, some of the stuff that was put up there in terms of, a young person's key concerns or their key needs, although, obviously much more compounded in somebody who's arrived here at a very young age on their own, are the same issues that will come out when you speak to asylum seekers or refugees more generally.
Really worthwhile event, really useful to hear everything everybody had to say, and a lot for us to take out of it in our future work, so thank you.